Welcome into the stream, everyone. Good morning. I'm still looking this way, even though I moved my camera. Um, Welcome into the stream, everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday. Today is my son DJ's birthday, in case anybody cares. If you want to drop
Oh,
some happy birthday, I know because last weekend we had his party, but today's his actual birthday. It's so close to Christmas. It sounds like your sound alert browser source is offline. Oh, I didn't even do my sound alert thing. Don't worry about that. Anywho, good morning and welcome to the stream. My name is Donia, aka Donia the Light. Today, I have an incredible guest with me. She's one of my best friends. She's near and dear to my heart. Her name is B.Nicole, aka Brittany. She is an incredible life coach, and today we are going to be discussing how social media impacts our mental health. Really quickly, if you're coming into the chat during this live stream, um, Jones is first. Jones better been first. We appreciate if you contribute to the conversation by sharing your thoughts, opinions, etc. If you're catching this replay on YouTube, we appreciate you watching. And I will be dropping contact information for Brittany in the description of the video. So if y'all want to get in contact with her, you can do so. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all. I'll be dropping Brittany's YouTube channel as well. So y'all can subscribe. Right. Look, why isn't it working? I don't understand. Okay, hold on. Because these emotes are going to be the death of me. Like, if I put them, they work. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Anywho, B, you want to do an introduction about yourself, beloved, before we dive into our breathing exercises and whatnot?
you did such a great job, but
Thank you.
I am Brittany, or you can call me B Nicole. And a little bit about me is I stream, and I'm a certified health and life coach, as you already know. And with my clients, I work on identifying and breaking generational curses and habits. Sorry, me and my cat is we're gonna have it out. Um, yeah, to help um to get rid of that guilt feel or that expectation that has been put upon us from others growing up,
Mm-hmm.
and we haven't even noticed, like, oh wow, that was instilled in me and I didn't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do when I work with my clients. And yeah, I'm happy to be here as always. It's a joy.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, per request of Ms. B. Nicole, we are going to begin today's stream with a breathing exercise to help ground us, to help center us, to help bring us back to the present moment. I
Yes.
don't know the name of this breathing exercise, but essentially it's like a 4 count breathing exercise. So, in essence, you're going to inhale for 4 counts. You're going to hold that breath for 4 counts. You're going to exhale for 4 counts. No, Jones, we ain't buzzing.
He's like, time to
We
buzz.
ain't gonna buzz today. We'll buzz another day. I do. I love buzzing. I haven't done it in a long time, but I do love buzzing. But anywho, inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. I think it's called box breathing. Hold for
Yeah.
4, and then you just complete that cycle or repeat that cycle. So we'll go through like 4 or so cycles, not the sad face. And Jones, you better be participating. I am going to count you through the breaths so that y'all can participate. So if you'd like, go ahead and find the comfortable seats. Settle into wherever it is that you're sitting.
Yeah.
Make yourself feel nice and good and comfy. Close your eyes.
I'm close my eyes too.
Okay, and y'all can breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your nose, in through your mouth, out through your mouth. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. All right. So once you found your comfortable seat, go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to begin with an inhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, three, four. Good job. Inhale, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four. Exhale, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four. Last one. Inhale, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four. Exhale, two, three, four. Hold, two, three, four. Now, with your eyes still closed, give your body and your breath a few moments to re regulate. Just come back into your natural breathing rhythm. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. The beautiful thing about breathing exercises is you can do them literally anywhere, anytime. What's even more freeing is if you. That just made me hungry. Jones, I'm so done with you. It was even more. It was even more freeing, and I don't even know how else to explain it. But if you were in a space to be audible with your exhale, like instead of just, but actually making noise and like roaring or things like that, with every exhale, it's that like somatic response that your body gets from being audible with your exhales. It's A1. Anywho, let's dive into today's conversation. So,
Yes.
B and I wanted to discuss how social media has impacted our mental health. It is so interesting, you know, being a streamer and being someone who posts on YouTube and being someone who posts on social media, period, especially for B and I who are, you know, working on building a brand and building a community to like be engrossed in social media but not be, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, like completely absorbed by the results
Mhm.
and things like that. So B, go ahead and start us off and share with us kind of how that's been, how that's impacted you so far.
So honestly, I absolutely hate posting on social media. And I'll tell you why. It's because like my brain goes back, or I'll just say go into this mindset of what are people gonna think about me? What are they gonna say? Like, did the video even look right? And it's like all these things, and with me and trying to break this perfectionism mindset of mine, it's like just post the video, let it be what it is. And because we're not gonna relate with everybody. Somebody's gonna find something wrong with anything
Mm-hmm.
anyways. Like, it's literally people out there that have nothing better to do than to troll. So
True that.
but when I stream, it's like it's completely different. Like, I don't care what people think. It's like that's my comfort zone. And I don't know why it's so different on streaming when I'm gaming and streaming on like a live on Instagram or Facebook or something like that. Like, to me, they are completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, they are like so stressful to me. But YouTube, even though I don't have a YouTube video with, well, my gaming stuff, so I do have YouTube videos with my face on them, but I don't go live on them. And I think because I associate trolls and people that are just rude in general. Good morning, Fergie. People that are just rude in general with Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, especially Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Those are stressful platforms for me. But YouTube and Twitch, they're like more laid back because you build communities on those platforms, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely like I can't take too much at one time because I will get in that comparison. Like, why are they doing better than I'm doing? I'm doing the same things, or like, how are they making a video every single day? And then you realize, like, okay, they did a lot of videos in one day and just
Mm-hmm.
posted it over time. Because sometimes they be having on the same exact clothes. I'm like, That's all you have to do. Like if you got a long video, cut it up in pieces. Like, so it took for me to step back though for a long time. Like my mom, she absolutely loves TikTok and she will always send me a video. Hey, you went out there and see that? No, I haven't. I haven't been on there at all this week and I probably won't until 2 weeks from now. So yeah, I definitely have to take breaks because it messes with my mind sometimes.
I love that, and I can totally relate. And when it comes to me for Twitch, the thing that gets to me is that little thing up in the upper right hand corner that say how many viewers you got.
See, I turn it off.
That's
Turn it off.
I didn't even know you could do that. I'm gonna have to do that because it gets to me sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Like every once in a while, when I do these streams in the morning, I'll be speaking to myself,
Hmm.
and I don't have a problem with it. It's just I find myself getting kind of redundant or saying the same things over and over because I'm in my own head and I'm thinking, did I already say that? Did I? Am I repeating things? And sometimes I allow that to kind of make me feel a little anxious, a little awkward, a little weird. But because I've been doing them for a couple weeks now, it's definitely a lot easier. And then also because I've been doing it for a couple weeks, like I have y'all in my family who are in here every single day. Like at least one of y'all is in here every single morning with me to add little bits and pieces. In addition to Raylene, Raylene has been a huge contributor to the community as well. And Joan says social media is cursed but entertaining and effective. Right. And the yeah, sometimes it doesn't even count the views correctly. Right, and I've heard that too. I've heard that too. So a lot of times it's I'm gonna turn my little view thing off. I'm absolutely gonna do that. But when it comes to my comfort, I've been able to find a lot of comfort in these morning streams and just being consistent and having these conversations that we need to talk about. And I also had to remind myself that because I saw this video about like how to grow your TikTok or something like that, and I was watching it, and I was talking to my best friend Sabrina, and I was like, you know what, I would like this video a lot more if it was a black lady telling me these things.
Right.
And she said, you could just remake that video saying the same stuff just in your voice. And I was like, you know what, that's right. And so that kind of helped remind me that it doesn't matter if I'm saying the same thing as somebody else because no one's going to say it exactly like me. No one's going to be
Look like
just like,
it.
yeah, no one's going to look exactly like me.
Present.
There's going to be bits and pieces that I add in from my personal life experience that add to the conversation or the video or whatever. They're going to be different from the original creator or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with saying, so and so posted this video and now I'm sharing my thoughts about it or whatever. Like, you don't have to just rip somebody's content off without giving them credit. But that's another huge part of it for me is especially on YouTube. And I've mentioned this before, just creating more videos with black women where we're having these kinds of conversations and we're not arguing and we're not we're not coming for each other and there's no drama. Like this ain't like Real Housewives of Dallas or whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean? Real Housewives of Los Angeles, whatever. Like we're not here for that. We're here for each other. We're here to support each other. We're here to encourage each other. And the more that we can do this, the more that we can encourage others to do it as well.
True.
But I hear you as far as the daily posting for, I would say, TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. It's difficult because a part of me absolutely agrees with so and so is doing the same thing or so and so is doing less than me and is getting the results that I want.
Right.
But I also have to, what's it called? I have to not admit, but I have to understand that white privilege is everywhere. You know what I mean? And I see it all the time. I see it especially in like the mental health and spirituality spaces where these white creators will get on and say things that have been said millions of times. They'll be super, super redundant and they're getting all the views and they're getting life coach clients and they're getting all this and they're getting that. And, here we are showing up for our community and we don't have those kind of results. Joan says, I do think social media isn't all that it shows. A lot of behind the scenes action goes on. That's true. Yeah, a lot of fake. Absolutely. And even still, even though we know that social media doesn't portray everything, we still get wrapped up in believing that what we see is everything. You know what I mean? That what we see is the whole picture. Even though we've heard multiple times and we have so much proof that it's not, it's difficult to separate that from what we're seeing.
It definitely is. Like sometimes I'm just amazed at the lengths that people go to, to even get the views or the likes. I'm like, did you really like you did what? You just
Right.
went and rented a car or what is it called? Like, this
Yes.
fancy car to take pictures and then sent it back like you just,
Right.
oh, I just look at the keys and that I'm so great.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Sometimes I'm just like, that's too much work.
Right. I
Too much
agree.
work for
I
me
agree. And I think
mentally.
the biggest benefit that we have is the fact that we are just people. Like,
Right.
we just are who we are. Like I mention all the time that I don't edit these videos before I post them on YouTube. I just post them. The one edit I did for yesterday's video was there's a section in between where I'm speaking to my sister cousin, and I'm trying to get these videos up, and the baby just crying. I was like, I could cut that out, like, and that's only because YouTube makes it easy to cut out certain sections. But other than that, I ain't got time. I mean, we ain't messing with no graphics. We ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, for
Generation
sure.
turned into some boosters. Right, right. All cap, because we all want to be, well, most people want
Yeah.
to be seen as impressive. You know, they
Mm.
want to be seen as more than. They want to set themselves apart. And I think that stress is so not only unnecessary, but it's bad for us. Like we don't need that in our
Right.
lives, you know? Um so tell me, B, what are, because I know you mentioned that Twitter is the worst. What
Hmm.
what in your opinion makes Twitter the worst, especially in regards to how it impacts your mental health?
Because people will just say absolutely anything on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and this has been proven like politicians, everybody, like nobody cares what they put on Twitter. And I'm like, that's still part of the internet. Like people, I, I just don't understand it. So I post as little as possible on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, for instance, when I stream, and Jones had to tell me this, Twitter got us the words, yes.
Right.
So when I posted, well, when I went live, it sometimes send a tweet,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot to turn it off, right? So I put Carmen is looking for a sugar daddy because I was doing let's play, on
Mm-hmm.
Sims. So I was like, I posted that as my title
Yeah.
for streaming, but I forgot to turn it off so it won't go to Twitter. And I had all these people, robots or whatever, talking about some send me your cash out for money, let me spoil you, and all this other stuff. I'm like, do you not see the Sims 4 up here? Like, I'm not
Right.
looking for a sugar daddy. It's just it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot. And then you have those people that's just out there, just trying to make somebody day bad or worse because, they're miserable. And we all
Mm-hmm.
know that misery loves company. So
Right.
yeah, I
Because
mm-mm,
it's hard
I
out
don't
here
like
in these internet streets. It really is.
it. It is.
I mean, it's bad enough or it's tough enough. You know, we already have the struggles of existing in the real world as black women, right? Like the microaggressions, the what is it called? The fetishes, people fetishize us.
Hmm.
The
And that's another thing. It was like
mm-hmm,
mostly, old white men, and I'm like pictures
right,
of them.
right.
I'm
Because
like,
ain't
oh
that
my,
like the poster child for a sugar daddy? An old
huh?
white dude who finna die,
Yeah, yeah,
who got
yeah.
lots of money, but it's like 85.
Oh
You know what
my
I
god.
mean? So like that's the stereotypical sugar daddy. Um, but yeah, so we're fetishized. We have to deal with all these microaggressions that just happen just randomly. It's not even just in the workplace anymore. People just be downright audacious with it, like at the grocery store and all this stuff.
Hmm.
People over sexualize us. Like we can't just, God forbid, you see a black woman who's comfortable in her sexuality. Oh my goodness! And all of these things that we already have to take into consideration while navigating the, IRL in real life,
Hmm.
and then, excuse me, some of us come to the internet or like platforms like Twitch or YouTube to kind of, again, be a safe space and be amongst the community that we've built. And we still have to consider the fact that, you know, these people can still find us, these people can still approach us. And I think one of the most important things is to ensure that we are checking in with ourselves regularly, and that if we notice that we are, you know, not showing up for ourselves personally in our regular lives, that we need to take a break. You know, I think that there's this pressure, right, as an influencer or a content creator or just someone, like I said, like us, just trying to build a brand, right? Where we're doing our best to remain consistent. We're doing our best to show up for our community. But I believe that, you know, if we check in with ourselves, which we need to do regularly, and we just aren't feeling it, you know, like yesterday when you just weren't feeling good, and you're like, I'm out. You know, I'm not going to try and push through. I'm not going to try and stay here and show up because I'm not feeling good. Like, I'm going to take care of myself first and make sure that we have solutions to kind of bring ourselves back to center and bring ourselves back to a place of feeling good before we come back to streaming again.
Right.
Jones said, it's been said multiple times that black women are preyed upon by white men the most due to slavery times. Exactly, where they were taken advantage of. Exactly, because black women were, I mean, black people, of course, were enslaved. Black women were taken advantage of in a different way than black men were, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we were taken advantage of sexually. We were, I mean, if white women were treated like property, you know, damn well we were, you know?
Yeah.
And the impact of all of that is still very present. Just because of the fact that we don't see black people walking around literally with chains around their necks or, you know, whip marks on their back does not mean that the impact of that time is not still
Yeah.
here.
Present. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But what do you like to do, B, to kind of check in with yourself? And what's your process of sort of coming back to center to make sure that you're good before you come back and stream and whatnot?
Ooh, off to stream
Mm-hmm.
or just in general? Because
You can
in
talk about both.
general,
Mm-hmm.
there's this amazing episode. Okay, everybody know I have a child. He's 5, and he loves Bluey.
Mm-hmm.
There's this amazing episode on Bluey where the mom has been with the kids all day,
Mm-hmm.
and they are constantly doing something, knocking stuff over, and she has to clean it up. And when the dad get home from getting his haircut, she's like, I don't want anybody to bother me for 20 minutes. So since we watched that episode, I was like, okay, you remember how Bluey mom needed nobody to bother her for 20 minutes? I was
Yes.
like, I need 20 minutes. And I will come and I will just sit down in this chair, because I don't know why, but my chair is more comfortable than like just sitting in the normal chair or in the living room or wherever. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's not me taking a shower, because I get lost in thought in a good way when I take a shower,
Mm-hmm.
or like just sitting here, and I'll just close my eyes and I'll just breathe, because sometimes it's overwhelming. Life in general is just overwhelming, and it could be like a lot of little things, but they all pile up if you don't sit and release and talk about them. Like, you may feel like you ranting or raving, but just to get it off your chest, whether you say it out loud, or write it down,
Mm-hmm.
like, to get it out, it is so much better than just holding all that stuff in. So I will sit here and I will breathe. If I can't talk to somebody and rant about it, I'll write it in my digital journal on my iPad, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what I do, because I'm like, I have to get it off, and by that time I'll feel better. Then I get on Sims, because y'all know I get lost in
Right.
building in general, or decorate something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, after that I'll be straight. I'll be in a better mood. So that's what I do:
I love that.
shower, breathe, Sims.
Right. That 20-minute shower turns to a 1 hour shower real quick.
It do, it really do.
I be doing the
What
same
are
thing. Oh, look at her. Look at her.
Get down?
She a blurry cat, but I see her. Look. Ever since I cut my hair, then I really be lost in the shower because then I like dip my head
Oh yes,
under the thing, under
love it.
the
Yes,
girl, what's it
I
called?
love
Shower
it.
head. I'm like the
Yes.
fountain, the water spout. That water hit the back of my head. Woo! I'll be like, oh, I'm leaving. This is it. Take me away.
You be happy.
Right.
I love, love, love having short hair. I'm like, I may do this for another year because at first I was just gonna do it for this. Wait, did I cut my hair last year? No, no. Oh, I think I did cut it last year.
You gotta
Dang,
look
my
through
year is
photos.
up.
Yeah, I
Look,
know.
look, we just gonna
You
add
gotta look
another
through
year.
photos. Yeah, because I don't remember. People be asking me before I cut my locks. They'd be like, "How long you been growing them?" I'm like, 2 years, 5, 7.
Oh,
I'm like, I don't know.
at this
I
point,
be looking up
like,
pictures.
and that's another thing. I was so attached to my hair because growing up, people always knew me as the girl with the long hair. And when
Mm-hmm.
I had to cut it the first time, because it kept breaking off really bad,
Mm-hmm.
I think I was in ninth grade. But after it grew back long and thick. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, growing up and being a just being the type of person that hold a lot in and stress a lot and worry a lot, my hair started breaking out even more. And I was
Mm-hmm.
just like, you know what? I'm about to cut off the expectations, everything, the stress that come with this hair. I'm about to cut it off.
Absolutely.
And like Juneteenth of last year is when I cut all my hair off. Like I literally had plaited my hair up and
Mm-hmm.
like I was thinking about starting locks. So I was like trying to get used to the little, plaits and the twists to see how they would look.
Mm-hmm.
And I would keep my twists up for maybe like 2 weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they would be so cute. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is where I'm gonna start my lot. Like I love the size and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And I was just like, nope. And before I knew it, I was just cutting it off. It was like I was in a daze. I didn't know what I was doing. But as I cut each strand off, I just felt more freeing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't even describe. Like I just felt free of expectations, like what people would think.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time my mom came back from vacation, she was just talking to me. She was all excited, and then she looked up in my head and she was like, "Oh my God, you cut your hair!" And I was like, "Yes, you
Uh-huh.
like it." Since then, like I think that's really when my mindset changed. Like
Mm.
of caring what people think about me.
Right.
Like when I cut off my hair, I think that's when I just didn't care. I was like, I look, any look, and I
Right.
started speaking up for myself more too.
There you
So,
go. There you go. Those physical changes really do make a difference.
hmm
Jones said that chair the truth. OMG. He's laughing at me. I just talked about the shower. He said this year, I'll never forget that. She was so open and beautiful, right? And she still is. She
thank
absolutely
you.
is. Better accept that. Anyway, and those are the kinds of things that more of us need to be open to sharing on social media with removing the expectation of how people are going to respond. Because often, and I think that's the biggest thing, I think that's the key to untethering yourself from how social media makes you feel
Hmm.
is posting without expectations.
Hmm.
Like, again, I keep going back to it, we're small business owners, we're building a brand. So there's certain things that I do expect my potential clients to do. Like if I post something and I say, hey, you can schedule a call with me, or hey, you can, drop an emoji if this is something you experience. I expect that kind of engagement.
Right.
But that kind of story that you shared, you might be sharing that entire story, and then you might expect people to compliment you or resonate or connect with that story or something like that. And although that would be awesome, that's not necessarily the point of you sharing. The point of you sharing is just, as like a digital journal to
Right.
keep inventory and to allow yourself to reconnect with not only how you looked in that moment, but also how you felt,
Hmm.
because that was something that, as you just described, was really transformational to you. And I'm sure the whole transformation that happened wasn't expected. Like you didn't know that cutting your hair was going to allow you to really open up and break free and start speaking up for yourself and things like that. That wasn't an expectation of yours, but
Right.
that was um how do you say, like, that's something that happened. It was a result of it. So if after a couple months you're like, wow, I hadn't even recognized, and you're writing on Facebook or creating a Twitter post, or maybe not Twitter post because they're really short, But anything else, like maybe making a TikTok video or something, and you're sharing this. I really believe that one of the biggest things that we can do to untether ourselves from the stress and the anxiety, and sometimes even, as deep as depression, when things don't go the way that we think they should, is to untether ourselves from those expectations. And sometimes the more that we post, the easier it is to untether ourselves. What I have found is cutting out the mindless scrolling is what's helped me the most.
Yeah.
Because between TikTok and Instagram, and now even Facebook with those Facebook reels, which are really just Instagram reels, you be on there and I'll just be scrolling and having things that I wanted to do, like I wanted to practice yoga or I wanted to do something, and like an hour and a half go by and I'm like, dang, I need to get up and eat some food. Like I've been sitting here for a minute,
scrolling for a good while,
doing nothing. So I do my best to make it a point. Like if I'm on Facebook, I'm in, one of my groups looking for, ways that I can support other women or something like that. But I'm not just mindlessly scrolling through those quick fix, dopamine fix type videos. But yeah.
See, I have a timer.
Okay.
For my social media on my phone. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, no, just cut me off. If I've been on here so long, just cut me off. And it'll say, hey, you reach your time for the day. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
But because I would do that too. Like I will be up late. And what most now I will be on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
or even sometimes on TikTok just looking at sim stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's bad.
Yes. Yeah, buddy. And the sim stuff gets
just Jones.
Yeah, it's just Jones. The sim stuff gets really consuming, especially when you're looking. He can hear you, buddy. He'll say hi, DJ, in a second. The sim stuff gets really consuming because you kind of have to look through it. Like if it's a CC, you have to look through it. You can't just oh, it's a plant CC. Okay, cool. See, look, hi, DJ.
Today's my birthday, Jones.
Happy birthday.
Spuddy says happy birthday.
Oh, so happy. Jones say
you got to put it in the chat or it's not real.
Oh, okay.
You could put.
I understand.
You could put it.
He said, "I'm waiting for Jones to put it in the chat." That's so funny.
And Jones. Oh, Spud said happy birthday. Jones said happy birthday, buddy.
I know he can't hear y'all, so that's a part of it. But
Spud said happy birthday, TJ.
I know. Look at the little frog.
Is that him?
That's her.
That's her.
That's her or that's them. Look at the little potato.
They say hi to. They say wait to me.
Yeah, look at.
I can't wait to you. That's that.
The potato is waving. He's such a goofball. But the timer is perfect. The timer is perfect. It kind of helps snap you back into reality. And also, let's say it's like 10 a.m. and your timer goes off. You're like, ooh. Already been on here that long. They just started.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kind of illustrates to you kind of what you've been doing since, you woke up or got out of bed in the morning or whatever. But I think that's important. I think that's coming into awareness, whatever way works for you. For some people it's alarms. For some people it's timers. For some people it's just checking in with yourself emotionally.
No, I don't need help with these.
Oh.
Just one.
Okay, here.
Yep.
But yeah, for me, I believe that the key is to release myself of the expectations, and also to have a clear plan as to the purpose of the social media platform. Is that a Cheez-It? I'm done. Jones, where did you find a Cheez-It emote?
You find that.
Where did you find a Cheez-It emote? Just being really clear, like, especially for those of us
I don't like cheese.
You do like cheese.
No, like a burger cheese.
Okay, stop tipping your chair.
Like a potty.
Okay. For those of us, again, who are building the brand, I mean, everybody should have a purpose for social media. If it's to make new friends, if it's to, sometimes it's just a way to get away, you know what I mean? Especially for us moms and things like that. For those of us that care for people 24/7, sometimes social media is a great way to escape, and get that little dopamine fix and then go back to your regular life. But there has to be some sort of purpose behind it. If there's no purpose behind it, that's where you get into that mindless scrolling, and then, you might get into your feels because while you're there, someone posts a comment that you don't like and yada, yada, yada. But it's like, if you have a purpose and stay strong in your purpose and understand your purpose of what you're supposed to be using it for or what you decided to use it for, I think that makes it a lot easier. For for me, I don't really have a purpose. I mean, obviously for these Twitch streams, it's to build community and to educate people about mental health, you know, to have conversations about mental health, post them to YouTube so that people can access the replays really easily. But beyond that, like, I still have to dive into the purpose, because what I need to do is start, you know, creating content for people to book sessions with me. Like, I need to create content specific to my client base, and this necessarily isn't. So,
Right.
how we gonna do that, B? How we gonna do that?
Look, I'm with you 100% because I am I can't say the worst, but I will plan, and sometimes I won't even get to. I feel that I don't know my purpose, but I'm gonna keep doing what I like.
Right.
That part. So, like, I love talking to people, but when it comes to like trying to sell myself, that, you know, like, I don't know, it's like another level mentally for me, and it's like hard, but all I got to do is keep doing what I'm doing, keep being me, and the people, you know, the clients will come. But it's just like I have to keep telling myself that over and over, because I will plan all this stuff of what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna, you know, create these TikTok, these reels, and then I get out here and see all the stuff that people doing with them. I'm like, okay, I'm okay in tech, but when it comes to this video editing stuff, I don't know.
Exactly. Jones just said it. You sell yourself short because you bomb, B. Exactly.
Thank
Exactly. And the honest truth is, there's nothing wrong with you continuing to do exactly what you're doing. Huh? There's nothing wrong with you doing exactly what you're doing. All you have to add is...
This is a lawn chair.
A call to action.
That's it. You should just, like I've been saying over and over and over, give people an opportunity to pay you. That's it.
Because, and see, I know I know all of this, but it's just of doing it, you know. Like when I do that call to action, it's like, oh.
But the more you practice it, the easier it gets.
You're right, because I was like this with streaming. Like, yes. I was so pissed about streaming.
Yes.
But I did wait, though. See, I didn't show my face until after I reached a certain goal. So it was because I wanted people to fall in love with my personality and, you know, my conversation and how, you know, just me generally without seeing my face. And then once I turned the camera on, it was just like, you know, like y'all already know me now, so you stuck whether you see my face or not. Like you here. I don't reel you in. So yeah, if you can do that with social media, then I'll be set. Right. But you know, people want to see your face.
And they do, because it adds to your personality. It contributes to your personality. Yeah. Personality overlooks unless you find. Look, personality overlooks even if you're fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But DJ, sit down, buddy, please. I know, buddy. I know. But you still got to give people opportunities to pay you, because the honest truth is, if you, I mean, and this goes into a whole other topic. Like, do you feel worthy of being paid? Do you believe that you have the skills and knowledge? Don't let social media hear you say that. Do you have the skills and expertise, which you do, but do you believe you have the skills and expertise to help the women that you want to help change their lives? And that's all you got to talk about. I mean, even if you literally are making, I don't know, it's one of those kind of things where, like, if you want to look for ways to compare yourself or ways to sell yourself short, you're always going to find it. Just like people who believe the earth is flat. If they want to find evidence that the earth is flat, they can look on Google. They're going to find it. You know what I mean? Because someone go make up, or somebody has some sort of scientific explanation as to why it's flat. DJ, please stop interrupting. Thank you. They're going to find evidence that the earth is flat, and they're going to post and be like, see, look, I told you. Yeah. I told you the earth is flat. But they believe in it so much that they're going to keep talking about it. Right? So, do you believe that you are worth or do you believe that you have the skills and expertise to help people do what you want them to do? And if so, the primary purpose of your social media would just be to showcase that intelligence, to showcase the things that you can help people learn, showcase the things that you can teach people. But primarily, you got to give people an opportunity to pay you to do. And that could just be the purpose. You could just make, I mean, you don't even have to make an outline. It could literally just be a day-to-day kind of thing. Like, here's your grand topic, which is identifying and breaking generational curses. Okay, well, what are the steps to identifying a generational curse and how it impacts you? You know what I mean? If there's 3 steps, that's 3 different videos.
Yeah.
And you don't have, it does not, like, if you look at my TikTok is simple. I don't have no effects going on. At the most, I might do one of those green screen things where I have, like, a photo or something that I'm talking about. But other than that, I'm not doing those super cool where they're, like, flipping and changing different versions of them. Nah, fam.
I'm like, oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, flip, hold on, turn it off, stop it.
Right. And I don't even understand the purpose of those videos, like, other than to get views. Like, they obviously aren't selling anything. You know what I mean?
Trending. But you can do that with the songs, I know, and turn the volume down or whatever.
It's okay,
as long as the song is up there.
We're going to get you right. Don't you worry. Because people need you.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm saying, like, nobody. Like, and the reason why I've been so successful in being consistent with these streams is because I don't prepare. I do not prepare. The only thing I do to prepare is to create this Canva scene with whatever topic we're talking about. That's it. That's it. Literally this morning, I sent you the Google Meet link. I went downstairs, got some water, got some coffee. That was it. Because I know that the more I prepare, the less I'm going to get done. And I think that adds to the pressure of social media, which already has pressure, because all we can do, especially like I mentioned, if we're just in there scrolling, we just get to comparing, you know, because we might find somebody who is saying or has a similar message to ours, and we're thinking, wow, you know, their video looks amazing. Mine doesn't look like that. All you need for a good video is a tripod and some good light. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And for me, it's to make sure that I'm not speaking too fast. Because I like to use the captions on TikTok, and if I speak too fast, then, you know, it don't come out right. But I read through them and everything. I make my point, I put whatever trendy sound, and I bounce. I haven't made a video on TikTok in like a week, though. Or maybe longer. I don't know. But I still know that I need to do that. Jones said he's taking notes.
Taking notes? Yeah.
Like, I know how to do these things, but then I get in my head like, oh, I'm holding the baby. Oh, like DJ needs something. Or, oh, I gotta go somewhere and quiet, you know, so I can speak into the video where people can hear me. Instead of just you coughing in the background.
Yeah.
Then I gotta reshoot it. But it only takes a couple minutes for me to say, yes, good lighting is everything. Let me educate y'all. Okay, so look, check it out.
This is a good light.
This is your subject, right? My lighting is coming from over here. If I put this in front of me, y'all see how I am now a shadow? If my face was the light and this cup was the subject, that's what it would look like. It would look shaded. But if the light is in front of your subject, I would put my camera here, not in front of the light, but here, so that my face is lit up, because that's what increases your video quality, is good light. That's it. If you shoot something in the dark, you take a video, you take a photo in the dark without good lighting, the quality is going to look poor, when in reality, it's just that you don't have enough light. That's it. I also have light coming from this side from my window. Yes, DJ. I see it, buddy. I see it. But that's it. That's all you need. And it could be a window that's providing good light. It could be the best, you know, lit room in your house, whatever. We overcomplicate things. As long as you got that. And the honest truth is, you don't even have to show yourself in all the videos. Even if you are, you know, sharing a message or talking about something that flash a MF in the dark. What?
You heard her.
What? No, was it Skylar?
Yeah, she just looked at my face and me out really loud.
No, I didn't hear her.
Stop being
I was trying to figure out what Jones was talking about in the chat. But yeah, said all of that to say, when it comes to social media impacting our mental health, the first thing that we need to do is check in with ourselves more often.
Mm-hmm.
If we find ourselves getting burnt out and we're not even creating content, that's a problem.
Exactly.
If you're burnt out on social media and you ain't even creating content, that's a problem. You got to check in with yourself. But for those of us that create content, we have to check in with ourselves more often. And I believe we just need to be very clear on our purpose. What is the purpose of social media? And also, we have to stop believing that we got to use everything. You ain't got to be on all of them. You ain't got to be
Right.
on Twitch and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and no, you don't. Like, just pick one. They all do the same thing now anyway. Even YouTube got short videos.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, so in all honesty, I ain't got to post on TikTok no more anyway. I could just post on YouTube. And the only reason why I don't go live on YouTube is because I still like the community that I've built here on Twitch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I would rather continue to go live here and then just post the replays on YouTube because that works for me. Like, you know? But, yeah. We got this. It's up to us to ensure that we are not...
I can't reach the clean.
You have to take it apart. No, you got to take it apart.
Oh.
It's up to us to ensure that we are not, basically doing too much.
Overwhelming ourselves with,
Yes.
trying to be perfect at everything.
Yep.
Because it's a lot. It is a lot.
It
And
is.
I realized too, like, it's like you said, all of them are basically doing the same thing anyways, copy and pasting.
Yep.
Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with saving the video and posting that same video to Facebook because it has reels too, or
Yeah.
The Instagram. So, but me personally, I rather just stick to Twitch and YouTube. And I was thinking like maybe do something like TikTok or something else that's small that I can do look small clips, but you can do all that, like I said, on YouTube. So
Yep.
at this point, I think I'd rather just focus on those two.
Yeah, because why stress yourself out trying to learn a new platform? Just stick to where you're comfortable. Raylene is here. Hey, Raylene. Welcome in. How are you, love? Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Raylene.
Are you hungry or not?
Hi, Raylene. Raylene can't hear me.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Hi, Raylene.
Oh, my goodness. Booger boy. You're not hungry. Mm-mm.
Ugh.
You're doing extra stuff.
What are you going through?
Look, Raylene says, hi, DJ.
Raylene, today is my birthday.
It is his birthday today. It is officially DJ's birthday. There you go, little baby.
Raylene, today is my birthday. Oh, mommy, look at that.
I know, I see it.
Light green Lego.
So going forward, what
Mhm.
platforms would you like to focus on?
This one.
Like, as far as, okay, so first off, what platforms to you seems more stressful or more
Can I help this apart?
um
Can I help these apart, please?
more relaxed for you, or more easier for you to navigate through?
I would say easier for me right now will be YouTube, because when it comes to the YouTube shorts, I have like zero expectation of anything. Like, I'm literally just posting two posts. I don't scroll through
Hi,
YouTube.
Fergie.
I don't scroll through YouTube shorts. Oh, Rayleigh says, oh my goodness, happy birthday. Are you 7 now? He's 6 now. He's officially 6.
I'm 6. I'm in 6.
Yep, he's 6 years old.
I'm 6 years old.
Fergie says, I'm back again, but only for a
Hi,
little bit.
Fergie.
I wanted to say, I
Hi,
love you.
Fergie.
I love what you're doing. Keep up the good work, lovelies. I'll check in with you
Mommy,
later. Okay,
is-
Fergie, yes, we
I
love you
wanna say,
too.
Is Fergie, can you hear me?
No, Fergie said that she has to go.
Okay.
She's got some stuff to do. She'll be back later. But yeah.
So YouTube is easier.
Because I think I've posted like 2 YouTube shorts so far. And like I said, I don't scroll through, and I think that's what helps, because I'm not going through like comparing myself like, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I didn't do this. And like you said, you could literally record a video on your phone that's like about a minute. Talk about whatever it is you want to talk about, a minute or less. You can post it everywhere if you want.
Mhm.
I, that works. You literally could, but it's up to you if you want to put in that additional energy to posting on all different platforms. I also believe that we have to remind ourselves that whoever is supposed to find us is going to find us.
Mhm.
Whoever is supposed to find us and supposed to work with us is going to find us and work with us, regardless of any algorithm, regardless of any of that stuff. The people that are supposed to find us are going to find us. Again, we just have to give them an opportunity to find us.
Yeah.
We have to let them know that we exist. We have to give them an opportunity to pay us and let them know, kind of illustrate to them that we are experts in our area. Let them know kind of what we do, because I think that's huge. You good, dude? Is sharing with them what we do, why we do it, why it's important to us. You know what I mean? Just like
Mhm.
stuff that we would want to know
Right.
when working with a life coach. So yeah, because we all know the Sims Spuddy. We all know the Fortnite Spuddy. But do we really know the life coach Spuddy? Like, do we? We
No.
don't.
Mommy,
She ain't been dropping no
Fergie
gems
is
on us.
leaving,
Yes, Fergie left. Fergie said she had to go.
and then we'll be back and we'll say hi.
Yeah, if she comes back, she'll say hi. So that's my challenge to you, Spuddy.
Okay.
Starting
Cause
tomorrow.
I'm gonna do better because I already have a section in my Discord,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna start. I can't say I'm gonna start there because I want to start with getting better on posting on at least YouTube. I'll start with YouTube. So yeah, I'm all for creating more funnels for
Right.
people to find me and to be able to pay me.
Absolutely.
Because I know our it's coming, and like you said, the people who are meant to find us will find us. So,
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and insert a shameless plug, a shameless promotion here. Let me remember this timestamp, about 52 minutes, so I could timestamp this in the video. Tell us about your coaching, Britt. Why
oh,
why
got
why
you.
absolutely, ma'am. Why why should someone, what's the benefit of someone working with you as their life coach? Because Jones already said in the chat, life coach Britt is chef's kiss.
Chef kiss.
So let's talk about it,
Well,
Britt.
thank you.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so working with me is like, especially that one-on-one connection. Like I'm all in. Like it's like nothing else matter. You can talk to me about anything. There's no pressure. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm an easy person to talk to. I mean, I don't know. Y'all tell me, but I listen. Like that's the most important thing. Like sometimes people just need to know that they are heard, and
Mommy,
I give
this looks like
feedback.
a
Like I'm not one of those
chocolate.
life coaches that let
This
you
looks
spill
like a
out your
chocolate.
guts and don't say anything in return, or say, "Oh wow, that was a lot." I give actual feedback. So when I'm working with my clients, I absolutely love giving them that attention that they need, but I do not carry people. Like I hold you responsible for your actions. Like if you want homework, okay, I got you. I'm gonna give you some homework to do. I'm gonna give you things to practice on, but I personalize everything. Like I'll do meditation videos or like audios, and I will actually put your name in there. I do each one personally for each one of my clients, and that's another thing because my mom to this day she's still like, "You haven't made my video." I'm like, "You're not a client of mine. Only my clients get that special treatment." So she literally wants me to just create a video because she loves when I do them, and um but yeah, I absolutely love working with my clients. I'm passionate about what I talk about because I've been through it. I'm living through it now. I'm still not, healed, but who really is healed? You know what I mean? So it's all a work in progress, and breaking generational habits and curses. Like I want to help as many people as I possibly can because it's really really big, in the black community, especially with black moms. And I don't want us to be the generation that takes it out on our children, or emotionally scar our children like we've been scarred. So that's my main thing. Like, I want to break that cycle.
Absolutely. Now, I'm a potential client, and
Potential client.
and I'm struggling.
Come on.
TJ, sit down. And
Banter.
sit down, please. And I am struggling with. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say I'm struggling with, because I feel like that's life coach speak. I find myself getting real angry at my children when they don't listen, and I haven't spanked them, but I want to. I'm my pen pan's getting real strong.
Right.
I don't want to spank them because I don't want to be that mom. Help me out, B. What would we start off with if we start working together? What would our first step be?
You know what I've learned is to ask. You know how kids love to ask why, but why? I ask them why. I ask my son all the time, why do you not listen to mom? Well, I don't know. My brain just do it. Okay, so now that you don't know and your brain just do it, how about we stop and think before we do something? So now I get it, and I get to the habit of when I'm frustrated and I'm like, okay, he's not listening to me. He's gonna end up hurting himself. Like, I really, just one good, just one good. But I'm like, no. So it's a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It is a struggle, but you have to remember, like, back in the day, did that really fix anything? Like, you still, oh, this is the worst that it's gonna get. Like, I'll just do what I want to do and get that whooping, which I wasn't. I was a good kid, but I'm just saying, I have cousins that was just like, that didn't phase me. So I'm
Right.
I'm still gonna do what I want to do. Okay. So I know that doesn't work. So me knowing from past experience that it doesn't work, I try everything in my power to just breathe and understand how he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with an adult, I probably wouldn't do that. Like, why do you do? I understand people think and do things differently, but with my child
Mm-hmm.
or with kids in general, I want to know, hey, how did you get to that conclusion? Like, why did you do that? Because they
Mm-hmm.
love asking why too. He's
I
so
love that.
cute. He's
Oh,
look, look.
oh, he just in the camera. Raylene says it's beautiful to break that cycle. Jonesy said, she's still selling herself short, in my opinion. When she tested me, she not only made sure I was heard, but welcome. I was able to learn about myself and how guarded I was and free myself of that. That was just a trial session. Imagine the full thing. Jones, I need you to write that down in review form and send that to Spuddy immediately, because that's social proof right there, and that's what we need. We need the
Yeah.
social proof.
And see, I did do when I was getting my practice clients, I did
Mm-hmm.
work with Jonesy, but I was like, okay, so do I want to work with everyone, or do I just want to zone into what I know? Like, I don't know what it's like to be a black man, or but I could still relate with him in holding stuff in,
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, holding stuff in and not letting people in and having this wall up. Oh, having his wall up. Oh, God bless you, having this wall up and
Bless
not
you.
letting people in, and how it took a toll on me emotionally and physically. Because
Right.
when I say I hold or held all of my stress in my stomach, like in my shoulders, like my body just held on to it. So I was able to relate with him in that sense. But
Right.
I feel like I should focus on what I know. But I knew about that and what he was going through. So I was happy that I was able to help him
That's
in a
beautiful.
sense.
And I just want to remind you that in the past like 7 minutes, we done talked about like 18 video topics that you could make.
I look, that's content for you. Chop them, chop it up.
Absolutely. Like I really wish that I wish YouTube videos were landscape, or not landscape. I wish they were portrait instead of landscape,
Mm,
so I could just go in and chop them up and post them. I mean, I still can, but it would just be a little more complicated. Like I have to screen record and choppity chop chop. But I might still do that. I just
yeah.
might. But I just want to remind this is the shameless plug, because again, we got to give people opportunities to pay you. So, I'm gonna leave your website link
Yep.
in the video description of the description of this video. Who is your ideal client? Is it specifically black women, black mothers?
Black mothers.
Black mothers. Okay.
Yeah.
And why mothers specifically?
Because ever since I became a mom,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I struggled with anxiety and depression before I became a mom, but when I became a mom, it was like everything was heightened. You know, when you have a baby, your hormones just go crazy. Like everything is heightened, and then it's like a dramatic drop all of a sudden, and you just feel lost in a sense. So I guess, with trying to break generational habits and curses, who better to work with than people that are already moms, like to help them, even if they haven't been doing things what is right and what's wrong. We don't go by that, but to be better from that point forward. Like, I accept my clients as they are. I don't try to change them. You know, I accept you as you are, and I'm just here to guide you and to do things, give you another alternative. You know what I mean? And to help you heal. So that's why I feel like I can relate more now that I'm a mom, and I'm like, oh yeah, we can talk about this topic because I've been going through this same thing, and let me tell
Right.
you, how it's been affecting me.
Right.
So yeah,
I love that. And do you offer parenting advice?
that's a touchy subject.
Okay.
If I'm asked, yes, but I don't just throw out parenting advice because everybody parent different.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm I'm uh,
It's
it's
okay.
a
I mean,
touchy
if
subject.
if your
Yeah,
focus is something else, that's okay to say. But you know
yeah,
it's gonna come up because
yeah. I know,
moms are parents. Which
but
is
yeah, if
fine.
I'm asked, yeah, absolutely, I'll tell them what I do as a
Okay.
parent, and but I don't just say, hey, instead of doing this and this, you should do this and this with them. Like, I don't do that.
I feel it. I
What
feel
time
it.
is it?
It's 8:56.
Granny's gonna pick me up and he's drying them right
Yeah, you gotta change your clothes.
now. No,
Okay.
I don't have to. My granny will change it.
Oh goodness. How you feeling, B? How you feeling?
How I'm feeling?
Mm-hmm.
I
Um,
feel
DJ,
great.
stop. Please go sit down. I'm
I
sorry.
feel great.
Locking this door.
Like telling what I do and, you know, putting
You
myself
should
out
do it
there.
more often,
Yeah.
huh? Don't worry, I'm gonna be on y'all. I'm gonna be look. I still gotta harass Jonesy to make his Etsy shop. It's
Yes.
okay. It's okay. That's what I'm here for, y'all. Cause you know why? Cause the more I harass y'all, the less I have to do myself. No, I'm just playing.
Oh,
Get her to talk, don't you? It's okay. We all need a little push sometimes. We all need a little push, and we
mhm.
got to be that for each other. We absolutely do. Oh goodness.
It's not about me. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is, Jonesy. You in the chat. It's about Raylene too. I'm waiting for Raylene to move so we can work together. Raylene, when you moving? Because I'm so looking forward to working with Raylene. Good morning, Bro Shocks. How are you? How you feeling today? How you feeling, love? We probably gonna wrap up here pretty soon. We hit that 1 hour mark. Baby boy be in the fuss bucket. Huh? Yeah, Bro Shocks is in the
That's
chat.
a high stupid joke. Good morning. Hi.
They can hear you.
Hi, bookshops.
The importance of having similar experiences to your clients to be able to relate
Good
is
morning, bro.
beyond. It's so
Good
true.
morning, Fox.
It's so true.
Good
And
morning, TJ.
the way that
Today's
we
my birthday.
moving to Cali. Yes, when are you moving, Raylene? I need to know. I'm so excited. But I also want to
Right.
ensure that that you make it here safely
Rock.
and that you settle in and everything.
Rocks and Hawks. What's his
Yeah.
name?
Brew Shocks.
Blue
Or
Shocks.
Bro Shocks? I don't know. Brew Shocks? Bro Shocks?
Blue Shocks. Today's my birthday.
I should have put it in the scene.
Right. Today is DJ's birthday.
Today's my birthday, Blue Shocks.
Somebody got something to say.
Lisa, is he gonna say
Happy birthday. Probably at least a year for him. That's all good, Raylene.
Bro,
There's plenty of time we get to know each other. I love it.
Probably at least a year from now. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
what happened? I thought you wanted to say something. My bad. Sorry.
Oh.
This is what I woke up to. Beautiful people to start the day. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, my loves. It's been a wonderful conversation.
Yeah.
If you're here in the stream on Twitch, we appreciate you being here. Look, I keep looking this way. My camera not there no more. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and for contributing to the conversation.
Yes, we
Essentially,
appreciate
what we
y'all.
shared today was, when it comes to the stressors of social media, it's really important to not only check in with yourself, but to also have solutions if you feel yourself getting too anxious or, slipping into a depression, and connecting with a life coach, which we are
Mhm.
both life coaches, or a therapist to help you find or to help give you and practice coping mechanisms and grounding techniques to bring you back to center are essential, because social media is just going to keep social media in.
Mhm.
We got to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. If anyone is interested in working with B.Nicole, her website will be in the description of the YouTube video. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Brittany's YouTube channel. Everything's going to be in the description. I still got to learn how to put the stuff in the actual video, but I'll figure that out sometime soon. But we appreciate you being here. B, you want to share any last thoughts?
Mm, nope. I always enjoy our talks. It's more laid back and stress free, and I don't realize it's an actual video
Right?
until you post it. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have been doing that, but yeah, I absolutely in love.
It's okay.
I
You human.
love it.
We are not here to
Yeah,
be perfect or portray
mm-mm, mm,
perfection at all.
not at all. So yeah, thank y'all so much for being in chat and chatting with us. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna get better with getting into coach mode. So
There we go. There we go. All right, B, you ain't got to leave, but I'm going to end the stream. I love you all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a beautiful day. Bye, y'all.